the blood boiling. Why like a rivalry game? Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the LSU Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollard, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Guys, the LSU head coach told me before the game he is so pleased with the way this quarterback is playing. As you know, he was a transfer coming in, and they didn't know what they were getting exactly. But he has become one of the leaders of this team. He has proven that he can carry them. If he keeps playing like this, the sky's the limit. I'll keep you posted on how he's settling in here early to start this game. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll try it over the left side. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
And, man, we've all experienced these rivalry games and how much fun they are. And this offense had a lot of fun a year ago, right? Like, they dominated this rivalry. They've been kind of hot coming in. And I really look forward to seeing this running back. Can he be physical? Because you know the anger, the animosity, all the stuff that comes with these rivalry games, you need your running back to set the tone and have a great game.
Now on first down from the 28. Running inside, it's Owens. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And the Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Reed. Got the quick pass. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And I think one of the secret sauces from a year ago for A&M was Craver and Concepcion. They were the best 1-2 punch in college football as far as playmaking receivers. Guys that could catch it short and take it long. Now you bring in Horton, who comes over from Alabama. This receiving core now, can they continue to grow? Can the passing game get better, Palmer, and take that next step?
Well, the good news is you still got Marcel Reed throwing the football, right? A guy with tons of experience and a guy who's made a lot of big plays throughout his career. So you bring in Horton, who comes over from Alabama, big physical guy who can make plays down the field. Craver can take a hitch route, 80 yards, and score. Still a really good 1-2 punch, and this Aggies offense, especially their passing attack, still going to be tough to stop.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Now here's Reed. Safe completion on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
Third and short now from their own 48. Pulls and fired complete. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
The Aggies go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Throwing Reed. Rushes on him, and they got it.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4. It's 2nd and 14. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Fires it incomplete.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Deafening noise. Reed trying to cut through it. Another incompletion on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. Wide receiver comes in motion. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. LSU quick to the line.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Unloads quickly. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Back to throw, it's Levin. Here comes the heat. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
The kick is on its way. He's got it. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They reached deep in the playbook, used almost all of them, it seemed, Jesse, and still ended up having to punt last time.
And I think on this next drive, David, you can go back to some of the stuff that worked that last drive, too. Find the things that you had success with. You just got to be able to build on it a little bit.
Yeah, and just break that extra tackle, make that extra play, make the guy miss, put a drive together so you can finish with some points.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Reed. Oh, they're after him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Now here's Reed. Here's the pressure. A spectacular one-hand grab. He is denied. Cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down. LSU right back to the line.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Here's a give to Durham. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Back to pass, it's Levin. Makes the grab down the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. After getting pushed back on the holding call, here comes 2nd and long. Back to pass. Dumps it off in the flats. There he goes. He'll work his way down to the 28. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. That is their junior quarterback down on the field, a guy they can ill afford to lose. Holly will update his condition soon. The Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. The give to Caden Durham. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked. Maybe even double-team high load. Chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirt.
There, got some room, headed to the goal line. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. It didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls, and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You gotta like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. The defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. The run inside. It's Owens. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
The change now on 2nd and long. Here's Reed to throw. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On the option. Now the pitch. Defense makes a stand as the clock runs down to 0. Guys, LSU has the lead here. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Reed. It's complete on the right side. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. deafening noise. Reed trying to cut through it. Past the 45. Turning it on. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
And that's the extra feel you get with this dude. I mean, unbelievable job dropping back to pass, but understanding third down, I can get it right now. I got a little bit of space right up the middle, pulls it down, runs it straight ahead, and goes and gets the big third down conversion.
This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Throwing Reed. They'll run the screen. They got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. And how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Direct snap. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Third and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. Reed. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far. Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Lewis makes the grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Tigers headed quickly to the line. To the ground to try to move the chains. Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
That's got to feel good if you're the offense because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Reads it, fires complete. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Here's Lewis to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger, and that is swagger well earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud, Reese, and be like, listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. The give to Caden Durham. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. The ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. On the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. Just a short pass to the tight end. LSU will get a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
I got to be honest, guys. I'm a little surprised by the coverage on that play. It's 3rd and short. You can't allow a hitch route to pick up the first down. You've got to have...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room.
And that's why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Texas A&M's offense takes the field, ready to get this drive going. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. Like, the passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Reed to throw. Good timing on the quick out. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football. And now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Now here's Reed. Gets it out fast. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29.
You can see why this running back is on the field on 3rd down. He's a weapon in the passing game. Really nice job by the quarterback. He got through his progressions really, really quickly. Found the running back, just dumped it off, and he was able to make something happen with it, move the chains, keep the offense on the field.
Play fake, Marcel Reed. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. Guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week, too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Reed. They've got the screen set up. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Looks as if we have an injured player for the Aggies on the field. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Scanning the field, it's Hart. Under fire. And it's a sack.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Throwing. Lewis punts it out of the air. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. LSU quick to the line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. Lewis. Get it out on the screen. On the move at the 30. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Lewis wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His 2nd interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Edwards. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
You know, sudden change situations are so interesting because oftentimes in that kind of instance, you get the ball back on a turnover and offenses are trying to take a shot looking for the home run touchdown. But that time, they just turned around and handed it off. It was a more conservative play call, David, but it gave them the same desired result.
Well, and it's kind of crazy. When you force that turnover, everybody goes bananas. The sideline's going nuts. You get a little bit of extra juice, and then they hand the football off, and everybody does their job. They capitalize on it. Momentum swings happen so fast in college football.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Lewis to throw. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Throws to the wideout. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. Quarterback may change this route. Third down from the gun, Lewis. On target over the middle. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
If we're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
It's a nice job running the end route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Play fake. Lewis. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find their rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here in the game.
Timeout called by LSU. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Back behind the chains, 1st and 15. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air again, Lewis. Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Never a doubt. The lead is down to a field goal. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We begin with Texas Tech taking on the number 15 team, the Utah Utes. And it's the Red Raiders with a gritty victory away from home. This team prepared well all week, and they'll enjoy the fruits of their labor. They now sit at a sterling 5-0 on the season, keeping their unbeaten streak going. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Throwing, Lewis. Got his man on the outside. Snags it, and there's running room. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
Man, how nice is it to have such a playmaker that you can just dump it off to him, and you just get it to him, and he does the rest, and that's why they do this. They make sure they have a chart that they get this guy the football in space in different ways, and you see why. He chews it up after the catch, making his quarterback look great.
That last big play has them in position to threaten here. 1st and 10 from the 37. Wide receiver going in motion. Lewis on the play action. Here's a heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Offense, you got to do a better job. There's got to be more sense of urgency protecting your backup quarterback. You've already lost your starter due to injury. Now that the backup's in, you know you're going to have to hold on for just that split second longer, and they weren't able to do it there.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Lewis bringing the heat. Swings it out to the flat. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Well, part of making the running back screen work is you really have to sell it, and you got to let that pass rush get upfield and throw it at the last possible second. And Pollock, man, he got lit up on that one.
He did. Great toughness, but, man, there's nothing worse than being a defensive lineman. You think you beat the offensive lineman so quick and you're so good, and then you realize he let you right up the field. And they were throwing a screen right behind you. Nice execution by the offense.
Quick completion on the out route. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The give to Caden Durham. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that one stings for this offense, man, because your defense just gave up points. They grabbed the momentum. You're trying to go get it back. And what do? You cough the football up, put your defense right back on the field. They got to answer the bell this time. Last time they gave up points. This time they're going to need to go bail you out and make you look.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead. Throwing Reed. Bought a little time, lets it go. Zings it complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Running inside, it's Edwards. And he'll be brought down.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. Deafening noise. Reed trying to cut through it. Hauls it in. Still on his feet at the 35. There he goes. Running inside the 20. To the house. Touchdown, Aggies!
When you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes with a quick strike up top, covering 79 yards. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse, but move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football, because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
Got his man. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
It has not been a banner performance so far by this offense. Here in the second half, they need more plays like that. That's a good sign, but you got to be able to put those plays back to back now. Really nice job early in the drive, coming up with a big one in your own end. But now you've got to be able to string some of those along now and score some more points.
Play action with Lewis. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go. Ready go.
The run inside. It's Durham. Maybe some room here. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, how nice is it
to be down, and you need to score points when you can just hand it to your running back, and he can make big plays like that. Jesse, they're going to need more of those to get back in the football game. They've dug themselves a little bit whole, but that was a good start.
Yeah, I think the defense probably kicking themselves, too. I don't know if in this 2-minute type situation, if they were expecting them to run the football, but somehow, some way, you've got to be able to gang tackle this guy and not let him take it to the house from that distance and score points. Moving forward now, the run defense has got to shore up for this defense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Offense out to start this drive. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Using his legs, it's Edwards. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Reed, under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Now here's Reed. Pressure coming. He'll get rid of it. Complete to the right. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Reed to throw. Sets up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
That's really good eye discipline by the safety. Great job not getting his eyes lost. It looks like pass immediately. He locks in on the running back. He sees the screen develop, fires upfield, pulls the trigger, and makes the tackle.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Back to throw, it's Reed. Fires to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
And, man, you got to love the way the defense just took this field. Like, offense scores, cuts into the lead, and they had some juice, some energy, flying around, being physical, everybody getting to the football, and now forcing the punt and a chance to give the ball back to their offense to do some damage.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. If they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
Here's Lewis to throw. He's got him this time. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
On the move, it's Berry. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Lewis to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Some misdirection with the counter. How about picking up tough yards like that as he gets to the 22?
Football is about adjustments. First half, line up, pound strong, pound strong. Second half, great job. You're going to move your defense and shift to try to account for that. Boom, we'll pull some guys and run a counter backside and have some success.
Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? From the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
First play of the drive comes from the 41. Now on the option. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. Now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Reed got his man on the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
On On third down, they're in the gun. It's Reed. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. They'll have to punt for the fourth time today. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. And now, deep in the fourth quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Leaves it with the back. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. Lewis from the gun on third down. Makes the grab. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying.
They've got a first down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. The give to Caden Durham. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Throwing, Lewis. Fires to the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
If they tried the field goal from here, it would be 53 yards. They'd love to help the kicker out on third down. Wide receiver comes in motion. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down.
And how about that? You don't see those, touch passes go for negative yards very.
And they are sending out the field goal unit now. Thought they might spin that wheel of fortune on 4th and short, but they'll line up for the field goal. And it's no good. He missed it. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Boy, how big was that missed field goal? Would have tied the game, and now instead they've got the ball back. It's late, and they've got the lead. Slides away. Trying to make magic with his feet. Flags flying as the pass is incomplete. Let's see what the call is. So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. So that'll cost them a down, 2nd and long after the illegal forward pass. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Edwards. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
From the gun on third down, Reed throws to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Maybe one notch of adrenaline too much on the punt there. It hits about a yard deep in the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. And now, deep in the fourth quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. The option, he'll keep it. Breaks into the open. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. LSU right back to the line.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught. But how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
Here we go. Ready. Blue 22. Blue 22. Go.
Running inside. It's Berry. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
It'll be third and long. Might be changing the route. Third down from the gun. Lewis unloads to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
That's a really good break on the football. He sees the ball come out, and he hits him right as he's catching it. Nice job of dislodging the football from the receiver. That's a good play by the defensive back.
Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Throwing Reed. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere to go. The ball's loose.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up, just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
And the Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Reed. The quick out. Strong, firm tackle.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Deafening noise. Reed trying to cut through it. Fires to the big fella. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. Target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. And now, deep in the fourth quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. Rush is on him, and down he goes.
And the offense, after giving up that sack, they're not going to take time to think about what happened. They're going right back to the line of scrimmage to try to run another play.
Lewis, here comes the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Timeout called by LSU. That's their second. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. From the gun on third down, Lewis. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Fourth down, Lewis. And a sure tackle after the completion, and he stopped short.
Well, the defense is smelling blood in the water. As soon as they saw this offense decide to go for it in that area of the field, they were like, okay, you're going to gift us the football. We'll go ahead. We'll take over. Thanks. We'll make a play, and we'll take us over. And now we're going to try to make you pay for that decision.
The Aggies offense will have another go at it. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after...
Finding some room. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There were a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a two-possession lead.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Here's Lewis to throw. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Lewis wants to pass. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
And there's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen 2 big plays now, back-to-back. They're putting pressure on this defense.
Got a man. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking to throw. Makes the grab on the left. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Motion from the wideout. Power ahead. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. To the air, it's Levitt. Going for 6. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And that is a play you got to make as the defender. You've got the lead here late in the game. You got a chance to secure the win with the interception, and you put it on the ground. Missed opportunity.
A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Wants to pass. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation when you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9. Now the Tigers will spend their 3rd and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. How much fun was that? And you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those 2 teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these 2 squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college